that I still have cravings for. These are two things that I do that help me to not relapse on methamphetamine. Number one, honey, I'm talking about it. I'm snitching on my addiction. I'm screaming it from the rooftops. Anybody that will listen when I'm struggling or I feel triggered or it pops into my mind like, hey, it's a good idea, let's go get some meth, I tell on my disease. And number two, I remember when. I remember when I had to give my son to CPS. He was asleep in his car seat, and he wasn't even 1 year old yet. And I had to walk up into that office and hand my child in his car seat asleep over to a complete stranger and walk out the door. And all I could think about was him waking up and not being with me and being with a complete stranger. And that's how I stay sober from meth.
Hey guys, present Nicole here. That was past Nicole. And again, no lies detected. I still practice both of these things. I still utilize and talk about what I'm going through. I call it snitching on my addiction. And then I also play the tape all the way through, and I reflect back on the time when I lost custody of my son. And honestly, my son is one of the biggest deterrents that helps me stay sober, because I don't ever want him to have to go a day in his life seeing me under the influence and having to worry about me not being able to be capable of taking care of him. My son has stability in his life. He feels safe. He has an amazing life. And that's because I turned my life around. And if you're struggling and you have children and you've lost custody of them, I want you to know that you can change your life. You can get your babies back. You just have to fight. You have to fight. Don't give up on yourself. Okay? I used my son as motivation to get sober until I could learn to love myself and stay sober for me.